all of us, all jivas, all the time striving for getting happiness. But the all happiness that we experience is always is opposed to dukkham. The real sukham is beyond this worldly sukha dukkha. And that is experienced by men of realizations. Bhagavad Gita says, Dvandvair vimuktaha sukha dukkha samnehi. They are liberated from these pairs of opposites of sukha dukkha. Nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. The one who transcends this duality then easily becomes freed from bondages. These statements gave rise to some thought in my mind, and by God's grace, Gurudev's blessing, I started writing some Sanskrit shlokas that called Nirdvandva Sukham. Nirdvandva Sukham. And once I had given talks on that, there are 23 shlokas. So I am very happy to release this book, but more than that, to show my gratitude to all people who have done that work, make this book ready. Of course, God's grace and Gurudev's blessings on the top. Okay. Thank you very much. Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam. Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. In the topic of vision for transformation, we learned from the Bhagavad Gita about Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic Jnanam, how they influence our buddhi, our understanding of various situations in our life. The Sattvic buddhi is able to understand things rightly, Rajasic vaguely, and Tamasic completely wrongly. This is how it happens. Now our attempt should be that our vision should be Sattvic and buddhi also Sattvic, and also we should know we cannot achieve any goal unless we have got great fortitude, great patience, the ability to hold on to our goal. Even when we get physically tired or sometimes mentally, emotionally, but the ability to keep ourselves motivated, inspired, and empowering ourselves, not depending upon someone else, and the ability to go ahead. That is called sattvic dhruti. Dhrutya yaya dharayate mana pranendriya kriyaha yogena avyabhicharinya dhrutista partha sattviki. This is 33 shloka number. All the mana, prana, indriya, kriya, activities of all of them, unwavering that yoga, enthusiasm, patience, that is called sattvic dhruti. Yaya tu dharma kamarthan dhrutya dharayate arjuna prasangena phalakankshi dhrutista partha rajasi. The rajasic people also have that ability. So those who are very much interested in making money or business, or they want some kind of political power, or more of security, or even to go to another world in the heavens and all that, not about moksha. But all these kind of things, for that also I tell you, tremendous energy, dynamism is required. And then you know how many times, sometimes the politicians, they lose their elections, but again they are ready for the next one. And the sports and all that, they lose that game, loss and all that. Again they are ready. A lot of patience there also required. But this is used for all these pursuits, which are right, but not for sattvic, not for that inner transformation. For that, only sattvic buddhi, sattvic jnanam, sattvic dhruti is required. And you know, tamasic people also have got tremendous fortitude and ability to hold on. They also have. Yeah. Because dhruti means what? The ability to hold on, sustain. The question is, that is an ability, but in which direction, for which field, for what purpose you apply. According to that, it becomes sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Right? So how they hold on? Yaya, swapnam, bhayam, shokam, vishadam, madam evacha, navimunchati durmedha, dhrutissa partha tamasi. Swapnam. Swapnam is dream also, and swapnam is sleep also. Just can't wake up. Man reached his office quite late. He should have been there by 9 o'clock. He reached at 11 o'clock. The boss asked, "You should have been here at 9 o'clock." He said, "Why? What happened at that time?" "I am asking, you should have been here. Why you are not here at 9 o'clock? Why you are asking what happened at that? Well, why you are not here?" "No, sorry, I overslept, "So you sleep at home also?" What an ability. Bhayam, some people are fear, always fear. What that fear? What fear you have got? I don't know, it is general. Some people have general weakness, in the sense of general fear about everything. Shoka. 2 years ago, he had lost 50 rupees. And even now he goes on saying, I lost 50 rupees. When? 2 years ago. Namaste astu Bhagavan. And Vishad. dejection, always dejected mood, always. And everybody sympathizes, what is wrong? After some time they understand he is like that only. And mother is pride, arrogance. Anything wrong and all that, but he says foolish thing. I say, but what you accept? You say, why? एक बार बोल दिया वो बोल दिया. Once I have said that, but you said foolish thing. So, but I said no. What kind of thing? This is called tamasic dhruti. We can know what will be the result of it. Ultimately, what is that we all really want in life? Say sukham. Sukhaya karmani karoti loka. Everybody is all the time working for happiness only. But we don't know that happiness is also of three kinds. Sattvic happiness, rajasic happiness, and tamasic happiness. That means what? The tamasic person considers something as happiness. Not that it is real happiness. The rajasic person thinks that that is happiness. But only sattvic man knows what real happiness is. Considering something as happiness is one thing, and experiencing real happiness is something different. So what is that? First we will understand the principle. Bhagavan says that when man goes on doing one kind of thing, slowly he gets so much used to it, which he considered sorrow earlier, but being with that again, it becomes so habituated to that, and he thinks that is fine. Happiness. It is abhyasat, because of his just practice, because of living that. He starts thinking it is all right. It is happiness. It's not real happiness. One man got addicted to drinking. He became alcoholic and drinking. So his wife was getting so annoyed with him. What is that all the time you are drinking? He tells her, one day you also drink, Take a little. So she thought, what is this he is enjoying on that? Let me taste. And she tasted it. What a terrible thing it is. He said, and you think I am enjoying? What can we say on that? So, one would think, thinking. So, now Bhagavan says, what is that real happiness? See, happiness is that we should put an end to our sorrow. See, we experience pleasures, sensations, thrills, right? Comforts and all that. And we call it as happiness. But our sorrow has not ended. That happiness in which there is no end of sorrow and mind is not at peace cannot be considered as real happiness. Another point, as long as that happiness is depending upon some factor, whatever that factor may be, it may be a material object, it may be our pet only, cat and dog maybe, or some human being relations maybe, or certain situations, certain place in our comfort zone. It can be a country, nation also. So, some people enjoy solitude and the crowd is there. Some people always want crowd only. So the moment that is dependent on something, it is not happiness. Sarvam paravasham dukkham. As long as paravashata is there, dependence on something is there, then that thing cannot remain all the time like that, and you will be in for sorrow very soon. But you know what happened? We, in our ignorance, wrong notions, when we go on living our way, as I said, one formation has taken place. And we go on living like that, then when we are asked to live some sattvic, immediately that appears very difficult. That's what Bhagavan says, yattad agre vishamiva pariname amrutopamam tat sukham sattvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadayam. When a person is used to living a very tamasic, rajasic life, and when he is asked to live something sattvic, then it appears like a poison. Oh, so difficult. But in the result, final analysis and result find amrutopam is like amrut. Simplest example is to get up in the morning is so difficult. So difficult. And we are asked, one man was talking to his friend, to get up early morning at 4 o'clock, take cold water bath and run for 2 miles, come back. There is no joy like that. The other man was aghast. What? What did you say? To get up at 4 o'clock, cold water bath, run 2 miles, come back. He said, since when are you doing it? Since how long you have been doing it? I am thinking of doing from tomorrow. And this he has been thinking since 2 months. चार बजे घंटी कब बजती मुझे पता ही नहीं. I don't know when do they ring घंटी. वो तो by my neighbor comes and the bang and then I just get up. They ring the bell. Recently one brahmachari wrote to me. Now she is very disciplined. She gets up at 4 o'clock and all her son. She said, when I was in Sandipani, I never heard that bell at 4 o'clock. I said, you are not the only one. You have many friends. There were at that time also, now also. And those who eat some non-veg food and all that, and for them to say it's vegetarian, घास फूस खाना, I have to eat grass. है ना? Difficult होता है. The healthy way of living appears very difficult. But if you really do it, what a joy it is. Then I tell you, in one house, when 3-4 members, the one who really gets up early, gets ready, he can't stand these people. And he feels like bringing some cold water and pouring on them. Get up! Point is, because of all our rajasic, tamasic way of living, this sattvic way of living and that sattvic happiness appears very like a poison. But then it is such a joy, amrutopamam. Number one. And second, atma buddhi prasadajam. This sukham sattvic, under the light of sattvic jnanam, sattvic buddhi, sattvic dhruti, then atma buddhi prasada, that gem which is born of atma buddhi prasada, by the grace of your buddhi which is rooted in the self, That is meaning when you discover the source of Ananda is not outside anywhere. It is you yourself that you are. So why should you depend upon anything else for your happiness? Hey, when you are hungry, yes, you depend upon food, you're thirsty, but that is a different thing. That is called your needs. Need is one thing, and the dependence for happiness is something different. So, sattvic happiness, where the person is totally free from dependence on anything and everything. What a wonderful state. Right? The whole lifestyle is a healthy way of living at body level, at mind level, intellectual. Because at physical level, he has got good health. Mind is peaceful, intellectual clarity is there, and you are at ease with everything, every being. That's what in the scripture called Brahmananda, Atmananda, are the names that are given. It is you yourself are bliss, Sukham, where there is end of sorrow. That's what Bhagavan says, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirashyopajayate. That prasad, that Atma Prasad, that is that in which there is end of sorrow. Huh? That is called Satvik Sukha. Rajasic is what? Vishayendriya sanyogat yat tad agre amrutopamam pariname vishamiva tat sukham rajasamsrutam. But the other sukham is what? Vishaya indriya sanya. When our senses contact the sense objects of our likes and all that, then there is a spurt of some kind of joy, excitement, thrill, sensation arises. So, like amrutam and pariname, and the consequence, vishamiva. Because all the teja, vitality of the senses gets drained out. And you know, those people who go off for their various parties, late night parties and drink and all that, and then next morning, what they call, they have got a hangover. The famous word is there, hangover. Hangover. You feel like hanging yourself. Ordinary also, just we like something, you have to eat this, that, after, stomach pain, all that. But at that time it was so. Vishaya Indriya Sanyogat. That Sukham is Rajasic. There is a dependence on that. And that Sukham lasts for only few moments, but you get bound to it forever. That's why this Rajasic Sukham is, it's all enchantment and all that, it goes on reducing. But Sattvic Sukha is that, there is no question of reduction or anything like that. Ananda Swarupa. When the things are there, things are not there, they are enjoyed or not enjoyed, or it makes no difference at all. Rajasic Sukha. And what is the Tamasic? Now see, in the Sattvic we said, actually because of our old habits, the Sattvic Sukham in the beginning appears difficult. But then once we understand it, it's a great Ananda. Rajasic, in the beginning like Amrutam, but result all poison. And Tamasic, both the times it is bondage only. Adi Madhya Avsan. Delusion in the beginning, delusion in the middle, and delusion in the end. That is called tamasi. Yadagre chanuvandhe cha sukham mohanam atmanaha nidralasya pramadotham tat tamasamudahritam. And what is tamasic sukha? Yad agre, in the beginning, anubandhe means in the result, at the end, mohanam atmana, you are deluded only. So now, sattvic sukha is born of realization of your own true self. Rajasic sukha by the contact of the senses with the objects, and tamasic by nidra, alasya, pramad, ahaha. From that, nidra. Some person says, wherever I sit, stand, whatever that, I can go to sleep, And other must say, what a lucky man you are. There are people, you can sleep anytime, anywhere. Guruji's lecture, अरे तब तो सबसे अच्छा, the best. First thing, I don't go there, but if at all go, I find out very good corner and then I sit there. Nidra Sukham. And the other man is jealous of him. That is wonderful. So you can sleep anytime, anywhere. What a wonderful man you are. We have seen some people, working in the yajna organization also, organizing this, that. But the moment they sit for the lecture, the moment they say, Om Sahana Bhavatu, immediately go up. What a wonderful thing. Nidra. Peculiar anand is there. Alasya. Alasya means what? Postponing. करेगा आज का तो चला गया ना. They are happy that today somehow I escaped. I was tomorrow you have to, देखा जाएगा. See, tomorrow. And then what happens? After 2-3 days, he has even forgotten also what he had to do. They are called pramad. No, what is there now? He forgot already. Today he slept, postponed that for tomorrow, forgot on third day. Maja hai. Because by the time someone else had did that job, what can you do? I tell you, there are wonderful people. I have seen all of them. Any work you tell, ho jayega. Ho jayega. Swamiji, why are you worried? Ho jayega. How it will happen? Unless somebody does it, ho jayega. And then what happens? He never does it. So some person will be there who feels and he does it. So this man says, see, I had told you, no. Ho jayega. Ho gaya na? Guruji, you are a worried man, you see. In the world we can see all types of all these people. So Kumbhakarna, सो गया 6 महीने आराम, 6 months. रजोगुण वाला रावण, सत्वगुण वाला विभीषण. But their characters are there now also, huh? Don't think only in Treta Yuga, Ramayana time there. Even now also there. And don't have to go far. In our own mind, all the three, they appear. Sometimes Vibhishan. Rarely, but happens. बाकी दूसरे तो आते जाते रहते हैं. We have all experienced all this type of happiness. The day our mind becomes very really sattvic, and at that time, how that ananda, quality of ananda is so different. Whether rajasics are. All these discussions so in detail, it is to make us introspect at where we are. So if we have our vision sattvic, in the light of that our buddhi also sattvic, in the light of that dhruti sattvic, sukham also sattvic, naturally the transformation is, what shall I say, it is most divine. That's why they say he's a God-man. Total different, total. This is a very, very beautiful topic. We can speak a lot, think a lot, and experience it for ourselves. And we can experience all this, whatever is said. And that's why in the Bhagavad Gita, in the very second chapter, Bhagavan gives sutra to Arjuna. He says, Nitya Sattva Sthaha Bhava. Arjuna, you try to abide in Sattva Guna. Said in second chapter only. And he maintains that up to this 18th also. I invoke God's grace, Lord Sri Krishna's grace, Pujya Guru's blessings on each and every one here to bring about this most wonderful, delightful, divine, holistic transformation within us. Now let us sing the name of the Lord. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki, Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. you.